Are you familiar with the giant inflatable blue monkey? We might even have a picture of one. Do we have a picture of one? I think we might. Oh, look there. The giant inflatable blue monkey. Now, I live in the Southeast. You got to love the Southeast. I feel right at home there. I'm not very mechanical. But in the Southeast, it's a great thing because you can repair everything with duct tape and blue tarps. And so it's like, I was made for this location of the country. And I don't know, maybe you don't have them, but in the Southeast, it's typical to see the giant inflatable blue monkey. Typically, they show up in front of car dealerships. You know, I guess the thinking is if we have an inflatable animal in front of our car dealership, we're going to sell more cars. In fact, I have pictured the meeting on Monday morning at the car dealership. They're gathering in the conference room of the car dealership. Again, they've gone through a slow weekend of sales. They haven't sold many cars. And so the leadership of the car dealership is sitting in the conference room trying to figure out how in the world are we going to sell more cars, okay? And so they're sitting around trying to figure that out. One of the managers raises his hand and says, I got an idea. Why don't we build better cars? Oh, no, we can't do that. That would involve too much work. We can't do that. Another manager at the car dealership and raises his hand and says, I got another idea. Why don't we improve the customer experience at our dealership? No, that would be too hard. We can't do that. And then one sharp manager raises his hand and bravely asks this question. What if we would call the rental company and get ourselves a giant inflatable blue monkey? Yeah, let's do that. The giant inflatable blue monkey. We're sure to sell cars. Now, here's the deal. In your churches, the giant inflatable blue monkey is roaming the halls of your church. Only, it's not actually an inflatable animal. It's everything you do to promote ministry at your church. It's the platform announcement. It's, let's see, it's the postcard that goes out in the mail. It's your email blasts. It's your posters that you hang up on your bulletin boards. What else do we do? We create logos and fancy names for every ministry in our church. I get a kick out of this. Men's ministry. We're Warriors for God. You know, and you get a fancy T-shirt with the fancy Warriors of God logo. And we expect people that are coming to our church to, oh, Warriors of God, that must mean men's ministry. Let's go do that. So everything we're doing in our church is we're promoting next steps. It's the giant inflatable blue monkey. Now, here's the deal. I'm pretty confident that promoting better is not the key to helping people become fully devoted followers of Christ. Now, you all are a smart room here. What would you guess the number one reason is that people show up to our churches for the very first time? If they're going to come for a worship service, why do you think they come for the very first time? What gets them there? A friend invites them. In fact, I've done the research a couple different times and found that between 75 and 80% of people that showed up to the church for the very first time came because a friend invited them. Now, here's what's crazy. We know that that's how they get to our church here at Point A. But once they get here, rather than assuming, well, it must be invest and invite, we go into promotion mode. We pull out the giant inflatable blue monkey. And so if we want them to go into a small group, blue monkey time. If we want them to attend an event, it's the blue monkey. If we want them to serve in ministry, we got to bring out the blue monkey, right? Isn't that the way it works? What would happen if instead of doing all that promotion in our ministry, what would happen if we tried to create ministry environments where life change was happening? And then, what would happen if we just invested in relationships with people? What would that look like? Just wondering. Because honestly, every step I've taken in the church has been because I have a friend that I want to be with, and a friend that has kind of pulled me along, and a friend that has encouraged me in my faith. And so what would happen if we create environments where life change happens and we just encourage people to develop relationships? So my key thought today is let's not promote next steps in our church. Let's create environments where life change happens and where people are investing in relationships and inviting their friends to engage that process.